Welcome back to the forest. Finally got a little bit of work done, not too much. But apparently our bug, to where no mobs or animals would spawn, has corrected itself, because there's a cannibal right there. And a turtle, so I didn't even see turtles before, but now I do. And we got this effigy built up, so that's all good. Yeah, as far as anything else, I've just put a few of these log holders around. I plan to fill up. Not intending to build anything, but just in case another project comes up, I'll fill that baby. Have plenty of logs then. Let's see. Yeah, that was an awful strange bug, that deal with the nothing spawning. It's quite crappy actually. But at least now that stuff can spawn, I can demonstrate fishing. Ugh. And there you go. Just find a little school like that and you got a fish. And the beauty part is you can carry up to 3 of them babies. Very awesome. So, I think I was going to go scouting. Maybe that other location to see, try and come up with an idea of something to build. I don't know what to think on that. But other than that, I think I'll be cutting a bunch of logs, so I'll cut that out. Ain't nobody want to see that after the first couple of times. So I'll cut back in when I have something more worthwhile to show. Alrighty, we're back at the first base. Just stopped by here for a little bit. Had to relog a few times. That's the only way you can clear out old blueprints, unfortunately. So, every time I relog, I have to go and get all my stuff back. Flares aren't showing up for some reason. I forgot to get the flare gun. Oh well. I have Molotovs. But yeah, I've been working on a project on back this way. Just around this here hill. It's a little bit of a walk. I don't have any kind of home that has the house marker, but I know where it is, so I don't really need it. I have that house marker, or those two. So it's like the far home, or temporary base, is where you go to collect all the little items you need. Candy bars, cloth, and booze, and coins, and all that other fun stuff, and a flare gun if you want it. And then the first base, where I just came from, that's more like the middle point. After you travel this far, you can hunker down in there if you need to. And the base I've been working on is off in the distance over there. It was basically just a learning experience as far as building, because my original idea, my original plan was to build a floor of platforms, alright? And I was just going to put them down as blueprints and then put a cabin blueprint on top of it. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it to go on top of the platforms for some reason. It just wanted to sit on the ground. So I may have been doing it entirely wrong, but I had to scrap the idea, and I was like, well, maybe I can make a custom log cabin type deal on platforms, because I wanted the log cabin sitting on platforms, so you actually have a floor, and it to be elevated, and I was going to surround the perimeter of it in platforms as well, kind of like a patio or porch type deal. So I could walk out the front door and walk around the house if need be, look around, see where all them cannibals are. But, you know, it's been anything but what I was trying to do. because things don't want to go where you place them. Uh, you don't have any variable sized walls, you just have one size and that's basically it. So you can't fill little grooves and little cracks and crevices. You have gaps and this and that and the other. But there it is off in the distance. Ugly as hell, but I was going for more of functionality than anything. So yeah, I kind of like this area. Got the woods there. You got a nice hill here. Opens up to the lake right here. Once them boats start working, you can have your little boat dock right here and just sail off into the lake. So yeah, it is, like I said, it's ugly, but it's functional. You're probably wondering why there's a damn table up there. Well, as I said, I didn't have, variable sized walls. And I couldn't just leave the front and nothing else, because cannibals could probably jump over that. So, the closest fix I could think of is putting a table on top of the wall. So at least they can't jump over it, because the table there's collision is very hard to get in here. Well, sometimes. That was actually pretty easy. And the walls, or not the walls, the windows, you can kind of jump up and look around, see what's coming to kill you, since you stick to walls so well. Now, as you can see, there's gaps right here. I can't walk through the gap though, so I'm hoping them cannibals can't either. You got a nice little table. Apparently there's no graphic for the bottoms of those logs. Huh. They're not graphic texture. It's interesting. But I picked this place. One, I like the view. You can see the mountain. There's the lake. It's this nice little flat valley right here. And then you got another bit of water right here. So you could have a dock on either side. One here and one there, close proximity. Sail wherever you want when that's working. But this has been my campfire and shelter while I've been building this thing. So, and the sizes were, I should have laid it out different, honestly, now that I think about it. But I wasn't sure how to go about it, so I just kind of put shit here and there and seen how it went. Now this right here, I had a big gap right in this wall. You could just jump up in there, so I had to put another wall in the wall to close that off. I haven't done a roof just yet. Plan on doing that a little bit later. There we go. It's not too bad. Yeah, I know that looks ridiculous. Probably won't look so bad once I extend some ceiling from there to there. It'll kind of cut it off so it's not so ridiculous looking. I think you can even just yeah, you can just scale this right here and get up right up on top. There. You got a good lookout post now. Just get that roof going. That's basically it. So yeah, why it may be ugly as sin, it is functional and it feels safe. Of course, I can't place a campfire on the platform, so I always have to keep it outside. But after building this, I've learned a lot about how stuff works. Like, what I would probably do is make it three walls wide, so they're all evenly spaced, and 3 walls wide. And then I could just make my platform stretch out to accommodate that width, I'd also move these stairs back and have platforms right here encircling the house, so you can kind of walk around. But I'll probably do that after the next update in 6 days, when this world gets wiped anyway. That's something to think on. And the other best thing about this place is it is usually just crawling with animals. I mean, one time I was standing here planning out what to do for this home, and there was just like tons of lizards, like 4 just spawned at my feet. Just like that guy. Let's see, I got full armor already. Okay, I need to eat. I'm running out of energy. But there's always rabbits and lizards just all over the place. So that seems perfect to me for a little base, especially once boats are functional. And just picture a dock here, a dock over there for your rafts, and then you could have eventually houseboats. Just sail around the island. Shoot, it'd be crazy. I always cook up fish first, just because they're the one things that won't save, or one of the things that won't save in your inventory. Like pretty much everything over here is wiped out except for the lizard and the bunny rabbit. You know, and you lose that, and you lose your spear, and you lose all this good stuff. But I'm getting better at finding stuff. I know where it is, so I can recuperate my losses quicker. Like there's a good camp between those 2 bases that has just a ton of medicine and candy bars and all kind of good stuff. Flashlight. That's where I got the plastic torch. Oh, there we go. Eat that Fort Burns, son. And plants don't seem to stay around when you reload. See, look at all these lizards right here, man. Look at them, they're just piled up. Almost full on armor. Yeah, that's the main reason right here. Lizards all over. You can pretty much keep a full set of armor around this place. So, yeah, these stairs have to be bugged because the platform is that tall, and when you lay the blueprint down for the stairs, it matches the height, so it should be just a smooth transition. But after you build the damn thing, it like shrinks. I mean, look at that. It's that much off, and it was flush. So it's kind of like, look at all these dang lizards, man. Let's see, now, what we need some light. That's what we need. We need some standing fires. We don't need it that close. I don't want it too close, because I'm more likely going to run into it like a moron. Let's set it maybe about right here. Out of sticks and rocks. I ain't seen any cannibals either. Sometimes when I reload, they just don't spawn anymore. It's quite strange. But usually if the animals are spawning, the cannibals are spawning, so I don't know. Maybe they're just taking their time. Come on, pick it up. Oh yeah, you see that? That's a miniature stump. I'm not exactly sure what that is or what it means, but it can stop you in your tracks. So you can be running from cannibals and all of a sudden you stop moving. It's like, what the hell's going on? And you look down, there's a little miniature stump holding you back. I don't know if that's like, you know, replicate these stumps rotting away. They just become miniatures. And will eventually grow back. I have no idea. They sure are irritating when you're fleeing for your life and all of a sudden you stop moving and cannibals just smack you upside your head. Alright. So yeah, ugly but functional. Yeah, if you had like an adjustable wall, like maybe have one 2 logs and one 3 logs, you could really customize it. Especially if you could rotate, instead of just in a circle, you could rotate vertical as well. Just imagine a single log, rotate it and stand it up long ways. You could fill in that gap just right. And hopefully they'll fix the stairs pretty soon too, so. There we go, he's in there now. Now as far as making a roof, since the walls, need to build it off the walls. So the way to go about that would be, I assume, let's see, okay, that is close. One there. One. Let's see, come on, put it on top. Maybe I have to be outside to do it. Tell you, these blueprints have just been a pain in the ass to get them where you want them. Whoa, there it was, right there. Right there, son. Let's see if I can snap that there. Snap that there. Ah, perfect. Perfect. It's very awesome. And let's see, I don't know if I can actually get that to lay down or not. Doesn't seem like it wants to, does it? Oh, I think I placed it somewhere. Dang blasted. Yeah, I put it down there. Oh well. Those ain't gonna be built anyway, so it doesn't matter. Daylight. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna try and work on this a bit more, see if I can actually get a damn roof going, so I'll check back in. Well, I couldn't get a roof going. It seems no matter, I can make walls stacked high enough, but I can't get it to beyond the second wall. I can't get it to lay down like a ceiling, a roof. And I've tried all kinds of blueprints. I've got them all over the place. I tried to build it off to the side and then just attach it off that and make it cross over, but I couldn't get it to do nothing. It just didn't want to snap into place. And then once you get too many blueprints laid out, like I was experimenting about how I've done the deck differently, brought that out, and I was going to put the stairs here, but as you can see, they're way the hell over there and they won't come over here. So put too many blueprints down. Now the game's freaking out, but I guess I'll just have to be satisfied with that. I'll try and refine the design, you know, after this world gets wiped out and save no longer works for the next update. Now as far as this, I couldn't build it just down here on the ground because then it just be too low. So I had to put a table blueprint down before I put it on there, and it kinda worked. And I'm thinking, it's a shame you couldn't lay tables on the side. If you could turn that on its side, it might look better. But I still think I'm bugged on the cannibals. I haven't seen any. I mean, they was all over the place when I first loaded gathering my supplies, but the first time, but now they're nowhere to be seen. Look at that. I got food for days over here. So I think what I'll do, of course, I'll have to reload to get rid of all these blueprints again. I may just lay these down, these platforms, kind of bring them in, make like a little ledge, a little lip all the way around. Try it out, see if I like it or not. If I like it, I'll do it on the next one. So I guess that'll do it for today. As you can see, damn, that thing's ugly, ain't it? But I'll catch you on the next one.